Well, as you can tell by the fading light, we are getting a late start here on a Friday evening. We're going to do the Two Lakes Loop Trail here in the Hoosier National Forest. And it's about 6:30 in the evening. It'll be Preston and I this weekend. So we'll see you on the trail. Yeah, the light, it continues to fade. Okay, this is pretty neat. There's an eastern box turtle, really a terrapin. See where it's dug its hole? And it's getting ready to lay its eggs. We walked along, this is right in the middle of the trail, believe it or not. And now it's scared, of course. It's laying motionless, hoping we'll not see it. And 3 steps later, check this out, almost stepped right on it. I wonder if that's the dad.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, as you can tell, we're still on the trail and darkness has fallen. We were hoping to make it to the creek where we want to try to camp the first night before dark, but obviously we haven't made it. But that just kind of adds to the adventure. So, exactly. Things nightmares are made of. I'll show you how big that thing is. It's my finger. I'm going to touch it. There, I'm touching it. That is one big old spider. Well, it's about 1 a.m. You know, we got a late start, and we got to the creek, but it was already dark, and we decided to just rest for a little while. We filtered some water and decided to just keep on going until we found a better place to camp for the evening. So you ought to try a hike in the woods at night. It's a whole different perspective. It's pretty cool, actually. I definitely enjoy it. So anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. We'll see you in the morning later. Well, we set up camp, of course, at 1 o'clock in the morning. But the amazing thing was the extremely nice campsite that we found. There, of course, is the Warbonnet Ridge Runner Bridge Hammock and the Superfly by Warbonnet. Well, and as always, we've got the Sawyer water filter going. And if you've watched my videos, you know how I use the charcoal after filter to absorb any heavy metals and remaining chemicals and taste out of the water. It's doing pretty good. I also want to take a minute here to show you something else. This, I'm going to put this, there you go. This is a Cuban fiber dry sack. It's made by Z-Pack. They call it their bear bag. This is one of the neatest things that I've seen in a long time. It's made out of Cuban fiber. It has Velcro here on the top for the closure. It can then be rolled like a dry bag and snapped together. and it weighs literally an ounce. I've already had a cup of coffee and an oatmeal. And I'm toying with the idea of maybe a second cup of coffee before we hit the trail. We're planning on doing about 6 miles today, maybe as much as 7, to get around from this lake. Which lake is this? Indian Lake?
Indian Lake.
Okay. And then about 6 to 7 miles further up the trail is Salina. And that's where we hope to be tonight. Well, our campsite was up on top of this bluff. And we are getting ready to hit the road. So, look at me shake. Good Lord, caffeine! Kids, that's what 2 cups of coffee will do to you in the morning. I'm not real sure you can make that out, but if you look real close, right there are paw prints from a raccoon. Let me show you where they're at. If you look real close, you can see where he was walking. Here, 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 here. Right down this creek. Looking for food. Kind of neat. Mother Nature. It's a wondrous thing. Huh. I guess once upon a time this must have been a county road here. They've made a footbridge over it. Man, how pretty. Well, we stopped for lunch. Quick break here on the trail. We've gone about 9 miles. And this is a campsite right at the base of the dam here on Indian Lake. Pretty nice campsite. It was already occupied with another hiker on the trail. It's Vince. And of course there's Preston.
Yeah, just me.
And there's lunch. So, I'm going to rest. Talk to you later. This is the dam on Indian Lake. Unzip them halfway, it creates ventilation. It really cools you down. Just poop. Okay, so now you're wondering, why doesn't he just unzip the pants all the way and wear them as shorts? Simple answer, ticks. This part of the Hoosier National Forest is just loaded with them. Not only the regular brown ticks and the spotted ticks, but what we call turkey ticks, which are about the size of the head of a pin. And they're basically everywhere. So what you do is you treat your clothes heavily with permethrin, and that works really well. But if you unzip the bottoms of your pants, then that exposes bare legs and the ticks will get you. So this way works really well. We've been basically going uphill since we crossed the dam. We did notice that on radar we have a pretty good storm coming in, and it's somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours away. So we're humping it pretty good to try to get to the next campsite. So there you have it. Onward. That's the direction we'll be going. And the American Discovery Trail follows this old road bed. So, according to that, we're getting pretty close to the next lake, to our next stop, which is a creek that runs across the trail. We're hoping to be able to refill and filter some water. Well, here we are at the creek. Time to take a break and replenish our water supply. And I don't know if you can tell here on camera, but it's starting to cloud up. So, need to check the radar as soon as we get back up on the ridge and see how far along the storm is. This is taken from the dam. This is Lake Salina. Sesame seed bun. Well, we're sitting here in a pretty nice little campsite up on a ridge overlooking the lake. We've got a little bit of a conundrum though. The past two creeks we've passed have been dry, and there's no water up here on this ridge. I've got about 1/4 of a liter and he's got about 1/2 liter. So, I guess that means we're going to have to rest for a few minutes and then head on down to the next water source and then move forward until we can find a good place to camp. So, we've had 8 miles today, so we're going to start on number 9 here in a minute. Well, as you can probably tell, we're once again losing light. It's almost 7 p.m. We still haven't found any running water. We're coming up on another creek. We're hoping it'll have some, but to be honest, it doesn't look good. That's always been a problem with this particular trail, is in the summer all the water sources dry up other than the lake, and the trail actually never gets really close to the lake on this side, you know, around Salina. So we thought with all the rain we'd had this year that it wouldn't be an issue, but obviously it is. So we'll just keep on going. Pretty though, gotta give it that. Yep, we're still on the trail. Well, we made it back to the trailhead. 17 miles in about 26 hours. Because it's about 9:30 in the evening. We started at 7 o'clock last night. It was kind of a spur of the moment trip, and you know, we did okay. It wasn't exactly what we planned. Storms coming in and then the water not being there. What was really weird is there was plenty of water in the streams on the North Lake, which is Indian Lake. Water was flowing really well and was no issue. We got over on the South Lake and the streams were basically bone dry. So I guess this will be the last trip of the season for this trail until winter gets here and the streams start flowing again. Anyway, thanks for coming along with us. We'll see you on the trail later.